Hello, my friends. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're ready for another YouTube video from your old buddy, Thaumcraft73. We're back here playing one man, one mod, trying to learn everything that we can about thermal expansion. And man, we have learned a lot already. Man, we've killed the Ender Dragon. We got ourselves all jacked up with some Flux-infused armor. We got a sword. We got a bow. We're running around one-shotting all the mobs. Now we got to take a step further, because at the end of last episode, we were able to get, I put it in here, some resident Ender. I grabbed a little bit more before I left the joint up there. Let me just dump some stuff out of my inventory. Let's go like this. Get rid of all that. Okay, so I've been mining in the Nether a good bit between the last episodes, and I got a fair amount of resources. Nickel, though, nickel is a hard one to find, that's for sure. I was looking through my chest here. I want to get all this stuff out of here too for now. Let me just get all of this stuff. That having soak touch is nice. Nice. Okay, let's just put all of this stuff in here. Yes, and yes. Okay, so there's all my resources, but in all my mining, I only found 2 nickel or ore, and I'll tell you why that's important here in a minute. But I got lots of cool stuff. So we have to remember that we want to run this stuff through. Is it the furnace? Yeah. So all of this stuff here. So this is our redstone furnace, right? So all of these ores, such as nether gold, and I mean, so much resources, so much coal, lapis. But for instance, if we take redstone ore, we throw it in here. We will be from 1 redstone ore, nether redstone ore, we actually get 2, right? That's awesome. And then we want to take this stuff over here and stick it in here, just like we've done all the other ores. And we want to pulverize that down, and we're going to get tons and tons of redstone from this deal, right? So we get, I don't know, 6 for every time. But the other thing that we have a chance to get, I believe, is something called cinnabar. Let's just take a look here and see what our deal is. Destabilized redstone. Yeah, redstone ore, we have a 25% chance to get a piece of cinnabar. Now, of course, we haven't got any. We also get some from some gold as well. Yeah, there's some cinnabar. Okay, so the reason we want to use this stuff, or we need some, is if we take cinnabar and smelt it with nickel in the induction smelter, we get a 100% chance to get ourselves some platinum ingots. And the reason we need platinum ingots is because of things. Let's see. We actually don't need platinum. We need this. And in what do we need this for? Oh, yes. So if we look here, it's a component to Enderium, right? So all of a sudden, platinum becomes a pretty big deal for us. That's for sure. Because we want Enderium so we can make Enderium ingots. And with Enderium ingots, then we can make all kinds of cool stuff, specifically resonant upgrade kits. We also need something called lumium, which we're going to have to take a look at here in a minute. But we can immediately start doing things like upgrading our flux capacitor to like the highest level and doing some other stuff. So let's take a look here and see. We can make a super cool watering can. We can make servos. We can make the Big Daddy satchel, which I guess at some point we need to upgrade. We can make filters at the resonant level. We can make all kinds of stuff. We can make resonant flux ducts, which do like massive amounts of power transfer. All the things, right? We can do all the different things with this crazy stuff. And essentially these resonant tools are the most powerful in the game, right? So if we have, for instance, the resonant flux bore, right, can do 5x5 area. That's huge. Not only that, but it holds a ton of power. So we can just go crazy. We get some, yeah. So it's going to be awesome. So we need to get tons and tons of cinnabar, and we processed all that redstone ore, and we literally got 2. But we have some more to process. I think I have a couple kicking around. Now, I do have some platinum. We got that from grinding up nickel earlier in our playthrough, right? So we certainly need some nickel. We also need to make sure we go like this, and we get these guys, and we run these guys through the smelter, and that's at least going to double them, right? So if we can find nickel in the nether, that's awesome. But if we don't, man, it's not the end of the world. And then we take this stuff, and we go over here to the induction smelter. and we put this and this in here, and now this is going to process and give us a platinum ingot each time, right? And some slag, which we're going to use down the road. So we're going to end up with 12 nickel ingots and 4 platinum ingots. So that's not too bad, right? Yeah. Okay, so immediately though, what we want to do is we want to go to this guy and turn auto input disabled, and we're going to put all of this platinum through the pulverizer and turn it back into pulverized platinum, because we want to be able to make some Enderium. Now, the amount that we're going to get from what we have here, I mean, that's like, what, 37 pieces or whatever, might be enough to do what we need to. So I want to immediately start doing some upgrades. Now, we have... Let me see, what else is in here? Yeah, I mean, I think most of this stuff... Well, let's let that run through. And then we're essentially going to dump all of this stuff that we have here. Like this stuff, for example, can already go, like, let me see, coal through the pulverizer is going to give us 3 plus some pulverized coal, and we can take pulverized coal and make gunpowder. Niter we get from that. Okay. Yeah. We're going to need to do some of that stuff for sure. So, I mean, we certainly want to grind up all this coal. So let's go ahead and put that in there. We'll put these guys in there as well, and we'll let those process out. So we might as well just dump them all in here and just let them go. Okay? And that's going to turn all that stuff into dust, and we should be in good shape. So there's that. Now we can turn this guy back on to auto input enabled, and then he should start cooking up stuff. Yeah. Okay. That's working just like we want to. Let's grab this stuff out of here. We'll leave all that other stuff there, not a problem. And we'll just dump all of that in there. We have some coal over here. Hello, dog. How are you? And then we just need to dump some of this stuff away. Okay? Alright, we also have lots of slag. I want to make sure that we're keeping that slag all together. We're going to need as much of that as we possibly can. We're also going to take this nickel out of here, and we'll add it to our cache up there. Okay, perfect. This can go in here, sulfur. Okay, yeah. Alright, let's get some resonant end stone, and I'll show you how this works, right? So we just dump it in here. It goes into the magma crucible, it melts it down pretty quick, and we get lots of resonant ender. And we're going to need a different tank. So here's what I kind of do with these tanks. We just stick them on the wall up there. Alright, let's make ourselves another tank. Just one of these guys. So we just need a little bit of redstone, some glass, and some copper. Okay, so we need one of those, some of that, and we need a couple pieces of glass. Not that fancy glass, just glass. There we go. Alright, let's get ourselves another tank going. Let's make this guy. Okay. And then we should be able to make this guy. Perfect. And I think he holds 20 buckets. It's plenty. Let's drop this guy in here. Actually, let's go like this, and we'll drop him in there. And we'll let this... Oh, that thing's full already. Perfect. How's this doing? Yeah. Okay. So we have now 20 buckets of this stuff. So if we want to make Enderium, okay, we need some lead and some platinum. So what we should probably do... Have we processed? Let's go here. There's lead. Yes. Okay. So let's take this and we'll throw it... Oh, we'll just stick it in here. Let it cycle through whenever it's done. What are you doing? Are you doing anything? No, you're good. Okay, we'll get some coal. We'll go drop that over here. Okay. So now we're cooking up all this lead, and we're getting regular lead ore, and then we're going to go and take it back through. Let's go ahead and turn this guy off, right? And then we're going to take all this lead and grind it up. We really need to convert all of this platinum. So we have 37, so let me get my handy-dandy calculator out, and we'll figure out the math. So, calculator, 37 times 3 is 111. So we need 111 pieces of pulver. So we're going to get that for sure out of this. So we're going to make as much Enderium blend as we possibly can. So let's just grab this. We'll throw it over here and into that guy. Let him pulverize up. And then we should be in pretty good shape, right? Enderium blend. And then we just take that stuff and we put it through the induction smelter with some sand, and we're good to go. Yeah. Okay, let's grab a little bit of that out now. How are you doing? Let's grab some lead out of here and throw it in there. Okay. So if we go over here, remember, we can just put our deal in there. We don't have to go all crazy. We can go like that right there. We could go like that. And just like that, we have 12 Enderium. Okay? Perfect. Perfect. Now we just need more. So we need to get all this done. So we can grab that stuff out of there. This can go here. This can go here. These guys can go here. And we get some more. Okay? And we still got plenty of that stuff laying around. We have, what, 12 buckets left? So we just need to wait a little bit and let all this stuff process up. Let's take a look, though, and see what we want to do. I think the first thing we should do is upgrade our tools that we have. So upgrade our flux capacitor. So we just need a piece of pyrotheum dust. We need 2 Enderium ingot. Man, that's super easy. Let's get a little bit of this. We should have some pyrotheum dust? No. Okay. So pyrotheum dust. We need sulfur, redstone, and 2 blaze powders. So let's get 1, 2. We have some sulfur here like this, and we can go like this. Okay, so if we put these guys up here, this guy here, one of these here, we get 2 pyrotheum dust. Now it feels like I had some more. I did. Nah, dang it. That's okay. That's okay. Not a big deal. All right, and then let's grab some more lead out of here, and we'll just repeat this process up here. We'll go like this. Put this, and we'll put this, and we'll get a bunch more. Pull all this guys out, and then we'll go fill this thing back up. I should have way over what we need. I mean, so there's a stack and a half already, which is pretty huge, for sure. Let's grab that. Let's go here, put this guy back in here. Let's get our lead stretched out, and this, and we'll get some more Enderium. Yeah. And then we just need some more of this, and we just need to repeat this process over and over again until we've burned through all of our... We just need, what, 11 more pieces of lead. So there's 8, 9... There we go, perfect. Now we should... Oh, no. We need 18, don't we? One more. Okay, good enough. Okay, let's stretch this out like this. We'll go like this, and we'll go like that, and then we'll have 2 stacks. So that's going to be a ton. Yeah, boy. And then we can put this guy back in here and let him fill up the rest of the way. Perfect. All right, so now we just need some sand, which we should have some. Exactly 2 stacks of sand. And this stuff is going to go, this is going to come out, this and this is going to go like that, and we're going to start ripping out that stuff. We might as well get ourselves a stack of cobble and run that stuff through the pulverizer to get ourselves some sand. Okay? I'm going to make sure this is still turned off. The other thing we need to do now is figure out what other materials we're going to process. Probably this stuff. Let's see, let me put one of these in here and see if we actually get 2. Yeah. Okay. So let's dump a whole stack of another coal in there. We'll let that run through. Yeah, boy. Man, I love having tons of resources. Man, we've been mining like bosses. That is for sure. Another coal ore. Another coal ore. Okay. And we'll put redstone back. We'll take this piece of pulverized lead. We'll throw it back in here. Okay, and we'll just smelt all that stuff back up. Not a problem. We just need to get more of that. Is this done yet? Yeah, it is. So let's go and take this and this. We'll run this through and get more Enderium ingots, which should all be in here. Perfect. We got tons of slag as well. I love that. Okay, so we want to do this upgrade first. So we're going to just need 2 pieces. 1, 2. Okay. Right, we have the redstone. Nope, we put it away. Okay. And we want to take this guy, and we immediately want to upgrade him to the resonant tier. Now, he's going to drain, essentially, our power. We need 9 million. That's okay. Oh, I love that. I love that. Okay, we also want to upgrade our drill. So that means we need 5, and we need some lumium, which is a new thing, right? Induction smelter requires lumium blend, which is tin and silver, and a bucket of energized glowstone. Now, when I was in the nether, now that we have Soak Touch, right? Soak Touch on our drill, I also found this stuff. Energized netherrack. Yeah. All right, we're going to take this guy out. We're going to put him up here, just so we have that. And then we can take this energized netherrack, and we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to put it in there like so, and it's going to melt it down, and now we're loading this thing up with energized glowstone. Now, when you're in the nether, you can see it, right? It, like... I don't know. It actually... we'll get a bucket and I'll show you. It's pretty cool. So you don't have a bucket? Yeah. Let me show you how this stuff works. Because it's like fancy like glowstone stuff, watch this. It goes up. Get it back. So it floats upwards, which is kind of cool. It also gives us a light source, so we could like fill like that little slot up there or something with it if we wanted to. It'd be kind of cool, but we really don't need it. Okay, so I need some more glass. I need one of these. I need one of these, I guess, and a couple of these. And now we should be able to go and make ourselves another tank, like so. Make this guy. Okay, and then make this guy. And there's another tank. And we're going to use this guy the same way, right? So we're going to go here, and we're going to put this in here, and we're going to fill up this tank. This is going to allow us to process more. Yeah. So we're in good shape. This thing should almost be full. Bang. Okay, so there is that. Can I put this in here? I remember to use that. Well, what happened to my tank? You come out. Okay. And then I just need some tin. How's this guy doing? Or silver. Let's see. Let's take a look here. I have tin and I have silver. I have both of those. So we want these guys to get processed like that. We have tons of coal ore now. So we're going to process this, and we're also going to process our tin, and then we're going to take it over there and grind it up, right? Because we want to make lumium. Yeah, lumium blend. And that is tin and silver. Same ratio between lead and nickel. Or no, lead and platinum to get Enderium. This gives us lumium blend. Okay. Now let's take a look here. See what we can do with lumium blend while we're kicking around here. In the induction smelter, obviously we can make lumium ingots. And that we can convert it back if we want to. And we get our glowstone back, which is kind of cool. But I'm not too worried about it. This is what we need to do. So the reason that I'm processing more sand is exactly for this reason. Because everything that we make requires sand of some sort. Let's get a little bit more sand out of here. We need 1, 2, 20 pieces. Let's go put these guys in here and here. Okay? So just to recap that Enderium process, right? So we killed the dragon. We had silk touch, right? So we could mine that resonant end stone. We took the resonant end stone, put it in the magma crucible, melted it down, loaded the liquid resonant end stone into our tank, right there, and then combine that with lead and platinum dust and got Enderium dust. And then we take our induction smelter and we process it with sand. Yeah. Okay, this is still working. Yeah, that's going to be good. All right, let's get from here some silver. And then meanwhile, we'll put tin in here and let it do its deal. We're only going to need, I don't know. Let's just grind up that much. However much that is how much we'll grind up. And then we'll grab 3 times that. So that was half a stack. We'll get a stack and a half of tin, and we'll grind it up, and we should be good to go. Okay, so let's see what else we could do. So we already checked that this guy right here requires 3 lumium ingots, and it's going to end up being 6 Enderium. That's not a problem. All right, what about this guy? This is reinforced. So reinforced, we can immediately go. So we need aerothium dust to upgrade our sol to signalum level. This stuff is blitz powder and niter. And niter comes from pulverizing sand, I reckon. Or from blitz rod. I don't think we've ever even seen a blitz. No, we have blaze, basalts, and blizz. So we're going to have to find a blitz. I guess they are in the desert, I want to say. Probably. So we might have to get to the point where we can grab some of those. I mean, we know where a desert's at, right? I think. Let's turn this on today. Where do we find that desert? Over here. Yeah, so we could do some hunting over there, over where the donkey is, and we should be able to find it. Oh, hello. Please pick this back up. There we go. Okay, so how's this doing? So we have lots of silver. Perfect. Alright, and then we also have lots of tin. grind all that up. Yep, so we're going to have a stack. Yeah, that should be plenty. And then we just need to get a little bit of this other stuff out of here. There's tin. Okay. Let's grab, at least if we have 3 tin like that. Okay, we can make our first little bit of aluminum. And this will be enough to do the thing, right? So we go like that. We go like this. And then we put this guy in here and we get aluminum blend. And then we just need a little bit of sand, right? Which we'll grab here. We'll go over here to this guy and we'll go like this and like that. And we will get some aluminum ingots. Okay, and then we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these. Okay. What is it? Oh, we're up there. Okay. And then I need a piece of iron. Okay. So we're gonna upgrade this. All right. We need a Enderium gear. Right. We can make that. And then we should be able to now do this. Yeah, we got the Big Daddy Flux bore now. Let's take a look here. So we have 3x3x3, 5x5, single block. So 5x5 is the maximum area. That's amazing. Yeah, we'll be able to tear that up. And the fact that the Silk Touch just increases our mining capabilities. Love that. I love that. We can take that guy down in the mines and just blow up the right level for nickel. Nickel. And it says it's like Y10. It's down deep, right? So the best chances is like Y12, I guess. So we'll have to go do a little bit of mining. We could probably do that off camera. Whatever. Not too worried about it. Let's make some more of this. There is silver and tin. So we should be able to go here, put this guy in here, get our tin going this way, get this going this way, and we're going to have a stack plus some more. Yeah. Is this empty? Yeah. That's huge, right? And then we just need some sand out of here, get this gravel out as well, and we go like so. Nope. Yes. Yeah, that's awesome. That's going to be plenty, I think, of that stuff. We can always make some more if we need to. Aluminum blend, cinnabar. All right, and then we could go turn this guy on to enabled, and he should fire up, and he should start processing things. Yes? Yes. Okay, so the other thing I want to do is just take all the rest of our ores, iron, gold, coal, like that, and we just want to dump these guys in here. Coal, like that, and that, and that, and that. So that all will cook up and then give us the goodies on the other side. Right? Right. There's tin. And if we want to, we could go over here like this and just sort of keep this thing rolling. Put tin and silver in there and let it do its deal. Okay. Perfect. Alright, this should all be done. Let's take this and this, and we'll just make the rest of our aluminum. It's a good idea to have all that stuff. Okay. So if we want to upgrade our saw, we can't do our saw because that needs aerothium dust, right? And we don't have the ability to make that as of yet. So we can't upgrade it to the next tier. But that doesn't mean we can't do some other things. So let's take a look here at a Resident Ender upgrade kit. We need aluminum gear. We need 2 pyrothium dust. So it's actually kind of cool that we had this little bit kicking around. Let's grab some aluminum ingots out of here. Let's get 1, 2. That's probably plenty. Let's grab some Enderium out of here. Perfect. And we'll go over here and we'll make ourselves one of these. Okay. And then we'll make ourselves one of these. And then we can immediately, we're going to have to sleep through the night. Let's do that quick. Okay. And then we can go out here if we would like to. And we want to upgrade this guy to signal him. Okay. That's awesome. So now this guy is going to produce a maximum 360 RF per tick. And we need it currently. Now, while we're kicking around here, and we've sort of been talking about the use of this stuff here. Put this in here. Let's see. Can I get all of this in one of these? If not, I'll just make an upgrade kit for it. Yeah, is that done now? Okay, perfect. Let's just add this to our stack of different stuff up there. By the way, if it's even in there, it glows. There's a light source, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to make some Cryothium, this stuff. So I need cryothium dust, and I get a little bit here. So I'm going to need 4 of these. So how many do I have now? Because I want a bucket of that stuff. I have 1. Okay, how do we make this stuff again? Snowball and redstone. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and we'll go over here and get 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's make some of this cryothium dust stuff. So we want to go like this, and we want to go like this, and like this. Yeah, okay. Now we're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4 of these, 4, and we're going to put those in the magma crucible, right? And they're going to burn down just like anything else, right? And they're going to go and fill up over here, and we should have a bucket of this crazy stuff. So let's go ahead and get a bucket, and we'll snatch it out of there. So now we have this bucket of cool, like super cooled coolant, okay? Now, if you remember, back in the day, our compression dynamo, whenever we set this guy up, right, we had to run water into it. We also needed water for our steam dynamo, but we also had to run water into this guy because to make steam, I mean, this thing's running at full bore, to make steam out of these fuels, it had to have a coolant. Well, now we have some fancy super coolant that we can use, but the problem is we only have a bucket, which is not enough to get the job done, that's for sure. But there's an augment, and that augment is this one? Yes. No, not this one. Is that only for magmatic dynamo? No. Compression. I thought there was a way. Hold on a second. So that's the magmatic dynamo. So maybe we should make one of these? A magmatic dynamo? I thought there used to be one where you could set it up and it would work in any dynamo. Maybe that's been changed because it was too overpowered. There used to be an augment that you could make where coolant wouldn't be used. It still needed a coolant, but if you put it in the tank, it wouldn't do anything. Compression, let's refine fuel. Oh, right here. Coolant is no longer consumed for operation. Some coolant must be present. Stronger coolant resist. So this is what we want. We need to make one of these. So we need a cryothium dust. We need some tin plates, an Invar gear, and a redstone deal with a piece of electrum. Okay, so let's get a piece of electrum, 2 of these. One, we want this guy, right? It's tin plates, it's Invar. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we have some iron. Then we need some tin. Okay, and then we need a piece of this dust stuff. Okay, we have it. Okay. All right, let's see what we can make here. So we need what are these? These are tin plates. Okay, so we're gonna take 1, 2, and stick those guys in there. Let those compress down. Get our tin plates. They all show up over here. Okay, so plates. Okay, and now let's make an Invar gear. Bang. Right? Let's make this guy, this fancy guy, right? We can do that. Redstone conductance steel. And then we should be able to make this augment right here. So it's now closed loop cooling is what this thing is. So if we go out here, the only thing that I'm a little worried about is I need my wrench. So we're going to take this wrench and we're going to break this guy. Or not break him, but we're going to disconnect him. So he's not going to produce any more coolant. You can see it's burning through. And we're going to let it burn down until there's nothing. Okay? And then we have one more thing that we can do. So as soon as we get this thing down, we're going to put this in here, right? And then we're going to dump this bucket of gelid cryothium into the compression dynamo, and we should see a pretty substantial increase in power. And we'll never have to worry about using water again. And that's one of the big reasons that you make that. So let's just sit here and wait. We're pulling a tremendous amount of power through our network at the moment. So this guy is actually going full blast. You kind of know whenever it's going full blast. When you go over here, right, it's literally burning as fast as it possibly can. This guy is grinding through resin. We're getting plenty of resin over here for power. I mean, everybody's happy. We just have to keep this process going. Okay? So we just got to wait until this guy's completely out of fuel. And then what I'll do is I'll shut it down. It'll actually stop. I don't think they blow up. I mean, I guess we're going to see in just a second. Yum. A little bit of coffee. So let's just let this run out. I want to show you this, then we're going to be done. I mean, we've done good stuff today. Man, we have this crazy thing, 25 million, and this thing. Oh, man, that's a huge mining increase. I mean, we probably have enough Enderium that will probably last us. Let's just keep an eye on this thing. Still burning, still pulling all maximum power. We do need to go over in here. We'll just let that go for just a second. We do need to go over here and do stuff like pull out the gold, the iron, the copper. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and actually, this stuff too. All of this. Okay. And we can dump all of this stuff. Let's sort it. We'll put all of that stuff, that, all of that, that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's go out here and check our compression dynamo. Make sure this thing's not ready to, like, explode on us or anything. So we're almost out of water. Still pulling full load. We're going to change this thing, and we're going to turn it off as soon as it runs out. Okay, we're going to turn this off. Okay? All right, no coolant. So now we're going to go here, and we're going to put this augment in there. And then we're going to take this guy, and we're immediately going to click that in there. And now we have a bucket of coolant. Okay? Now, because we have this guy, right, no coolant is consumed. It has to be there. Oh, to put that in there. Alright, and then we can go here and we can say ignored. And then this thing is going to be back up and running, but it's not going to require water anymore. And we're not getting like a bonus, really, power generation, but we essentially don't need to use water anymore for this guy. And we can actually probably, if we used a different fuel in this thing, besides tree oil, like I don't know, like a refined fuel, it would probably even produce more power. So we'll take a look at that. We're going to probably do that next time. But that was one of the things I wanted to do today. We certainly did some good work. We made Enderium. We made Lumium. We upgraded our flux capacitor. We upgraded our flux bore. And now we are super cool and strong. We can throw this extra silver in here and let it process through that guy. These guys can all go back in there. And we need another cache, I guess. You know what we'll do? We'll just stick it in here for now, along with this and Cinnabar. Why not? Okay. Man, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. Man, we got tons more. So don't think we're getting down towards the end. Just because we can make sort of end-game machines, man, we still got work to do. No question. I mean, I think if you stopped watching right now in this series, please don't. But if you did, I think you would have a good understanding of how to use thermal expansion. But I want to go a little bit deeper. We got some more stuff I want to knock out, and we're going to be taking a look at that very soon. So until then, please remember to be cool. Don't be a fool. And from my one-man, one-mod series, where we're trying to learn everything we can about thermal expansion, I guess we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.